At some point while dating, you may find yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously, categorizing your date. I don't know about you, but I have a serious shoe fetish, and I sometimes relate the process of choosing the right shoe to dating. I know it sounds a little crazy. Shoes are certainly not the first thing that comes to mind when discussing dating. However, there are some situations we encounter when buying shoes that somewhat correspond to the dating experience, at least in my mind. More than likely, your date will be placed into one of these categories, and it is important to be mindful of the category you have placed him in. 1. You like them, and they fit. This is the guy you've liked from the beginning. He's comfortable, and it works. 2. You like them, but they don't fit. This is someone you are attracted to but have difficulty feeling comfortable with. 3. You like them, but they're the wrong color, or the heel, toe, or back isn't right. This is the man that you will date and try to change to suit your needs but will never be completely happy with. 4. You like them, but they're too expensive. This is the guy you can't afford to date because of the enormous toll it will take on your life. 5. You don't like them. This is someone you're not attracted to at all and will not even consider. 6. You don't like them, but everyone's wearing them. This is a situation where you can't get what you really want, but you feel you have to have a boyfriend because everyone else has one. This man will do until someone else comes along. As you can see, according to this comparison, the only logical purchase is purchase number 1. As women, we all have similar experiences in dating, regardless of our race or position in life. Even movie stars and entertainers experience relationship problems. Eventually, we'll all have to ask ourselves the same question. Is this man right for me? Is he the one? The problem is that by the time we seriously ask this question, we could be up to our necks in disappointment and misery. It takes strength and courage to say, I care for you, but you're not right for me. Our strong desire for closeness plays an enormous role in our inability to promptly end relationships that show no promise. This desire is so powerful that it can alter our thinking and cause us to act out of character. It's what makes us say yes when we really mean no. If this is happening to you, you may be experiencing what I call dating under the influence. This may not necessarily be a bad thing if the one you're dating means you well. However, if he does not, it could be extremely damaging. If you should find yourself in this place, do whatever is necessary to regain your composure and perspective. Life is an exciting journey that consists of a continuous quest to obtain and maintain the things we need and desire. A good education, nice home, great job, lifelong friends, devoted family, and loving spouse are just a few examples of the things that can contribute to our fulfillment in life. The goal of most individuals is to be fulfilled. However, we sometimes encounter difficulty when we are not given the information we need to pursue our goals properly. When it comes to dating, our knowledge is limited, while our expectations are great. When you date, it is important to 1. Know who you are. It's only in knowing yourself that you'll know who is right for you. Dating someone without knowing yourself is like purchasing shoes without knowing your size. 2. Know your worth. We must value ourselves even if no one else has had the good sense to do so. 3. Quiet your fears. Fear brings anxiety, which results in unwise decisions. 4. Be strong. When we stand by our convictions, we're less likely to allow ourselves to be governed by need and desire. 5. Be patient. Life seems to move rather quickly most of the time. However, when we are waiting for something specific to happen, life tends to move a little less quickly. I have found that it is helpful not to focus on the particular matter. It reminds me of the old saying, "A watched pot never boils." 6. Recognize instability. We all have expectations. However, it is unreasonable to expect that they will be met by someone who is ill-equipped. I consider these expectations to be the foundation of the relationship. Unmet expectations can alter your perception of the relationship and lead to uncertainty and mistrust. As we observe our society today, we must acknowledge and accept that it is not necessarily moving in a direction that is particularly advantageous to us. It is becoming more difficult to effectively manage our lives with its endless responsibilities and challenges. Many of us have a tremendous weight on our shoulders due to the huge demands on our lives. We manage the tasks of work and home with or without the necessary support. There are times when we simply would like to throw in the towel. Because of these types of stressors, substance abuse has become one of the primary destroyers in today's society and has led to the destruction of many homes. However, we must remain aware that our society would suffer severely if we, as nurturers, allowed ourselves to succumb to those things that do not strengthen the family unit or promote social stability. I have been asked why I wrote this book. What was it that inspired me? After giving these questions considerable thought, I concluded that this book was written as 1. A reference guide. Although I have learned many lessons through experience, I realize now that this may not have been the most beneficial route to take. I would have preferred to have had more guidance from parents and older relatives. I acknowledge that many women fail to take advantage of this type of resource or are without this benefit and may welcome information such as this. 2. For my daughter. The very thought of my daughter experiencing the disappointments I've endured grieves me and is all the motivation I need for inspiration. 3. To provoke thought. My desire is that this information will serve to alter thinking and produce a change in the way we approach dating. I am hopeful that this book will benefit women today and down through the ages. 4. To raise self-esteem. Many of us have had experiences that have not aided us in establishing and maintaining our self-esteem, which is the confidence we need to meet the challenges of dating and life. 5. To promote pride and self-respect. I commend those women who fought for our liberation because they fought for fairness and equality. Now, we must work just as hard to obtain and maintain something I feel is even more important, our sense of pride and self-respect. It is up to us to uphold a standard for ourselves and encourage the same in our children as we have always done. Dating has become somewhat of a hit or miss activity. This can result in wasted time and energy. When you date, it may be helpful to 1. Invest in the one who you deserve and not just the one who you desire. 2. Seek stability and capability instead of perfection. This is a guide or reference to be used to assist you with your evaluation and hopefully to put an end to unconscious dating. The goal is to detect any deficiency, bring it into view, determine what effect it may possibly have in the relationship, and make a determination. We've given considerable thought to other areas of our lives, such as choice of school, career, place of employment, and residence. How much more attention should be given to this area that could so heavily impact our future and well-being? The most important thing I want to communicate in this book is that the dating period should be used for observation, not just infatuation. Open your eyes before opening your heart.